I'm Scott Metzger. I'm here with Joe Russo's Almost Dead at Red Rocks Amphitheater. I'm here with Ryan Storm Music. And just going to show you around the gear that I'm using these days. We'll start with the guitar. This is a Ronin Songbird. I've had it for about 15 years. It's very simple. 2 knobs, 1 3-way switch, 2 pickups. These are Curtis Novak gold foils that are in here. The gold foils work really, really well with this band. They sort of cut through. The frequency is very specific. They come through clear as a bell. Strap locks. I use Grolsch beer bottles, the little stoppers that they use. Dean Ween taught me that trick. This amp that I'm playing is a Headstrong. It's by Headstrong Amps out of Asheville, North Carolina. And this is their version of a vibroverb, which is kind of specific for the fact that it has only one speaker in it, but it's a 15-inch speaker. So it has a lot of headroom, stays very clean for a long time. It can get very loud if need be. For pedals, I don't have a whole lot of stuff. Just sort of the bare essentials, mostly just for tone things. Tuner, nothing fancy there. Goes into a compressor. This is the Barefoot Effects Cutting Green compressor. It's without it. That's with it. Just kind of beefs it up a little bit. That's an always on pedal for me. That goes into the Timmy Overdrive. Now this is the original version of the Timmy. I know recently MXR started reissuing these and those sound good, but there's something about the original version. Maybe because I've been using that specific version for 15 years now. I'll let you hear what that sounds like in a second. That goes into the Benson Germanium Fuzz pedal, which is an always on pedal for me, which is super touch sensitive. So without touching the volume, it can be clean, or it can get pretty dirty. Just with right hand stuff, so that is really crucial. The fact that it can get like that, all from the right hand. For me, the way that I play, that's how I think. Try to be dynamic as possible. And if I need to change the sound to have it cut through the band a little bit more on a solo, engage the Timmy, which this is without it. With it. Gives it a little bit more chiminess to it. Next goes into a Phase 90, which is modded out by Analog Man. That's the only sort of fun effect I have. Goes into Ibanez analog delay after that, which is set to a super specific sound. It's almost changes where it sits in the mix. And then 2 Strymon pedals. First one is a Flint, which has reverb. Gives it a little bit more body. Second half of the pedal is trem, which I set to super hard, which I usually just use for an effect with pretty much everything on. Out moments. And then the last thing is a Strymon Brigadier, which is a delay which I use for long delays. essentially I like simple things with not a whole lot of knobs on them, less things that can go wrong, and try and let my musicianship lead the way.
Love it.
So
Is there anything coming to the rig soon, or anything you'd like to add to it?
No, this stuff is always changing. That's sort of why my thing is so thrown together. I've never been a guy who could do a hardwired pedal board because I'm always changing things out. And usually I land on something. I've had this for about 6 months, which means the clock's ticking probably for somebody to lose their spot and something new to come in. But for now, this is working. It's doing the trick.